welcome to another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Daniel Pineda.
And I'm Adele Quo.
And here we go with our post-election show, November 2012, and we'll give you some information on that later on in the show. We have news and community bulletin board. Adele is here with
It's Easy Being Green.
We're going to start singing that pretty soon. CBB,
No, thank you.
News for seniors, and Rich is here with his guests from FinSpark. That's our show. But before we go, here's a reminder from my partner here.
Well, that's right, Craig. Arlington Weekly News is available on YouTube, which is youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. And also you can visit us on facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News. Craig.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Here we go with our first of our news items. Well, by now, everyone should be aware of the fact that the national election has taken place and President Obama has been reelected for another term. However, here are some local Arlington results that you may be interested in. Democrat Libby Garvey won her bid for reelection to the county board. Independent Noah L. Simon was elected as a member of the Arlington School Board. And the bond referenda, there were bond issues, and they all passed. The metro and transportation issue, the local parks and recreation, community infrastructure, and Arlington Public School bonds all passed here in Arlington. That's our election update. Here's Daniel with more news.
Well, county police need your help finding a larceny suspect. Robert Brockington is wanted for credit card larceny and fraud. He steals credit cards from lockers at various Northern Virginia gyms and then uses the cards throughout the region. Brockington is a 37-year-old black male, about 6 feet tall, 250 pounds, and has a tattoo on the right side of his neck. If anyone has any information about this person, please call 703-228-4182 or email sroese@arlingtonva.us.
And another news item now. Arlington police have identified a suspect for an assault and robbery that happened in Arlington in August of this year. 28-year-old Elin Daniel Reyes of Arlington was arrested on charges of malicious wounding and robbery. He stabbed a man in broad daylight on August 9th. The stabbing took place in the 3300 block of Wilson Boulevard. Reyes is in police custody, and congratulations, good job to Arlington County Police.
Absolutely, yes, congratulations.
On taking care of that one. Daniel.
Well, a few weeks ago, we reported that the county was considering licensing a fleet of 40 environmentally friendly electric taxi cabs. Unfortunately, for the startup company that offered the proposal, Arlington County's Transportation Commission says an all-electric cab fleet is a good idea whose time hasn't come quite yet, and the advisory body voted against granting the licenses despite a recommendation from the county manager, Barbara Donnellan. Craig, take it away.
All right, I don't think we've heard the last one yet of that one yet. That one will most likely
Such a hot issue, right?
be back. It is a hot issue, and I think electrocabs will probably resurface at some point in the not too far distant future. All right. In other news, the Arlington County Board approved a $2.7 million under neighborhood conservation program. The money is to fund 4 new projects and provide needed additional funding for 5 ongoing neighborhood projects. These projects were identified under the Our Neighborhood Conservation Program. Under this program, neighborhood improvements are identified, prioritized, and planned by the community. Daniel.
Well, that's right, Craig. Arlington Public Schools on-time graduation rate for the high school class of 2012 increased to 89.2%, and the dropout rate fell to 7.7%, according to data released by the Virginia Department of Education, VDOE. 64% of the diplomas earned by 2012 graduates were advanced studies diplomas. Wakefield, Washington Lee High School, and Yorktown had an on-time graduation rate for 2012 students above 92%. Congratulations
fantastic.
goes to all of them. That's really great news, Craig.
That is good. All right, Arlington County Schools prevail. They're doing good things at school here in Arlington. Okay, we'll be back with our CBB Community Bulletin Board file right after we hear from Adele and
It's easy being green. It's been a long time. How are you?
Hey,
I'm
Adele.
good. How are you?
What's
Great.
up? Good to
Have
see
you
you.
been green this past week?
I've
Trying to.
I've raked some leaves.
Should
Does
be
that
Give us
count?
some advice. Give us some advice.
Well, I'm here to talk about It's Easy Being Green, sipping sustainable
Oh,
wine.
yes.
Favorite topic there, the wine.
Sounds like
This
a
is
good
Craig's
one.
favorite story.
Do you prefer red, white, or green wine?
All of the above.
What's the buzz about sustainable wine, and what's really behind all of this eco-talk? To one producer, it means organic grapes, and to another, it means achieving substantial energy savings in the winery. A study conducted in California several years ago reported that the wine industry was the largest energy user among food industries. The sheer scale of potential green or sustainable construction from implementing energy-saving techniques makes it worth watching. Some simple considerations in the initial phase of winery planning or for winery expansion programs. This could result in long-term operational savings. These savings would offset some of the initial costs and also can be important in brand identification. Wineries can reduce heat loss by orienting buildings to take advantage of solar energy or maximize shading. They can take advantage of the Earth's constant temperature and locate portions of the buildings underground. They can have barrel storage areas where walls are in contact with the Earth. That would eliminate the need for cooling and promote less evaporation. Geothermal heating and cooling is another option. They could also use regional building and construction materials with a high percentage of recycled content. For example, straw bale construction buildings are becoming more popular. Tree shade, wall trellises with vines, green roofs and sunscreens all provide shade and heat ventilation. A good example of a green winery is the Black Ankle Vineyards near Mount Airy, Maryland. Visitors can see their comprehensive model for sustainable farming and their products. Their tasting room was carefully planned, designed, and constructed of locally milled wood, insulated with straw bales grown on their site, and finished with handmade plasters, formulated largely with their own clay and water. The owners also designed an eco-friendly building with a passive solar design, 100% wind-powered, and a living green roof that insulates in winter and naturally cools in summer. Wine Business Monthly named Black Ankle Vineyards as one of America's hottest small brands. This local vineyard is shaking up the wine industry with great green facilities and award-winning green wines. Plan a visit or a getaway weekend by checking out their website. Remember, it's easy being green, sipping sustainable wine.
All right.
Well, maybe
beautiful.
you need a sip of water.
I do. I'm getting a little frog in my
Yeah.
throat
It's all
right
right.
now,
It's
but
all
I
right.
made it through.
You
You
made
did
it through.
You
Great
did it.
job.
That sounds like a great place. Black Ankle Vineyards, Mount Airy. Sounds like a good place. We're going to have to go. Or have
An
them come
easy
in.
visit.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thanks, Adele.
Yeah, go get a sip of water, Adele.
Okay, here we go. Next on this edition of the Arlington Weekly News is our CBB, or Community Bulletin Board file. And it's coming up quickly, shortly. Here we go. Here's a reminder that the Arlington County Library's Digital Projects Lab will be open for public use 10 hours per week, both weekdays and Saturdays, and with additional hours in the future. The Projects Lab is for residents who want to work on a digital project but don't have their own hardware or software to bring it to life. For more information, go to the library's website. Reservations to use the lab must be made at least 12 hours in advance. That sounds like a good one. Check that one
Yeah,
out.
and it's so interesting how technology is really revolutionizing
It's
those
everywhere.
tech labs.
It's
you know.
everywhere. Daniel.
Well, Craig, Capitol Carey needs volunteer photographers to take portraits of their patients who are near the end of their life. You don't need to be a professional photographer just a good one. Call 703-351-2811 to learn more about the opportunity.
Other information now on our CBB file. Are you tech savvy? Do you read or listen to digitized books? Do you like sharing what you know? If so, Arlington Public Library's Central Library has the job for you. They need volunteers to help library users with questions or problems about e-reader devices and the library's downloadable e-books. Training will be provided. Sounds like a good deal. For more information, 703-228-7688. Daniel.
And Fred, do you like helping people work with computers? Well, this is a great opportunity if you do. The Computer Help Desk volunteer will help people using the internet, email, and Microsoft Office on library computers. Call 703-228-7688 for any more information and details on this event.
All right. Good job, Daniel. Here we go. We'll be back with our News for Seniors file right after we hear from our man about town for theater, the arts, and a whole lot more, Mr. Rich Posada.
Hey, Rich.
Thank
How
you,
are
my
you, man?
boys.
Take it
Thank
away.
you. I tripped over a cord and I dropped my notes here. So, Jay, I'm going to start off with Port City Playhouse. I hope that suits you okay. They set in Cleveland, Ohio, in a sort of Sanford and Son arrangement of junk in a low-down income area in 1972. We only begin to see the mood of the soul collector at Port City Playhouse. Cedric played he plays the uncle, and Darnell is the younger man. Live and work together in this meager business. But from this point on, the comedy fantasy takes off in a intimate surroundings of the Port City home base there at Quaker Lane. They bring a large wooden box in, thinking it's junk, and it turns out there's a woman in there, and she's like some kind of weird so-and-so, her name is Claire. And anyway, she's like in a trance thing, and she's speaking Chinese and whatever it is. And then there's a guy who's in the apartment who apparently is the devil. But this stuff all works. Anyway, that's at 703-838-2880, and you can see the portcityplayers.org. The Keegan Theater is doing Arthur Miller's All My Sons, continuing with a string of successes. The Keegan Theater at Church Street Playhouse, up there near DuPont Circle. It's in the summer of 1946, and you're in the Keller home outside in the August in their backyard. And one of the sons had believed died in the war, and the mother, she is refuses to believe that he's dead. Anyway, wonderful acting, and it's Kevin Adams plays the father. It's a wonderful show, and their phone number there is 703-892-0202. And then finally, the Washington Stage Guild. They're doing Shaw's Pygmalion. That was the forerunner, of My Fair Lady in 1956. And I'll say this about the Washington Stage Guild. If you don't know them, I don't think anybody else anywhere does George Bernard Shaw better than they do. And they own it. They got a nucleus of regular actors such as Conrad Feininger, Laura Gianelli, Lynn Steinmetz, along with Bill Lodges and others. And Pygmalion, is taking this little flower girl woman, whining and no sophistication whatsoever. And as a test experiment, they turn this girl into a lovely creature, lovely. And it's well worth going down. It's at 9th and Massachusetts Avenue, the district. It's a very nice show, and there's a nice young girl there, Nora Palka, who's playing 2 roles in this thing. Very nice. The phone number 240-582-0050, or check the website stageguild.org. You see some wonderful acting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rich.
Thanks, Rich.
Thank you, my boy.
Okay, moving right along now. As promised, here's our News for Seniors segment on this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Got my News for Seniors glasses.
Last time you forgot them.
And here we go. Yeah, I need to be reminded of a lot of stuff these days. The Lee Senior Center will host a program about financial planning and investment for seniors and their families. That's coming up on Tuesday, November 13 from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Wealth managers from Arite, I'm sorry about that. Wealth management will provide basic knowledge leading to investment decisions. An interactive question and answer period will follow. To register for this FREE free program, call Lee Senior Center, free, 703-228-0555. Winter's coming up, Daniel.
Yes, with winter fast approaching, colds and respiratory illness are common ailments to watch out for. A representative from the Department of Health and Human Services will visit with seniors to discuss upper respiratory infections, prevention, and treatments. Thursday, November the 15th at 10:15 a.m. at the Walter Reed Senior Center. This is another free program. Call Walter Reed to register at 703-228-0955. More free programs, Craig.
Free programs are good. All right, and for those of you with credit problems, do you understand your credit score? Well, Doug Myrick, Home Ownership Program Coordinator for Arlington County's Housing Division, will discuss the ABCs of credit and credit scores. That's coming up on Wednesday, November 14 at 1 in the afternoon at Walter Reed Senior Center. Among the topics will be good credit, who collects credit information, and credit repair strategies. This is a free program. Call Walter Reed to register, 703-228-0955.
Free, another free. Free legal counsel is available for seniors, and the counsel is provided by Legal Services of Northern Virginia on a wide array of issues. Attorneys will be available on Tuesday, that's November the 13th, from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at Langston Brown Senior Center. Call Langston Brown Senior Center at 703-228-6300 to save a spot and at Lee Community Center on the same day from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. For more information and to reserve a spot at Lee, call 703-228-0555. And once again, we want to thank our own Judy Masabni.
Thanks,
Thank
Judy.
you so much, Judy Masabni, for helping us out with all of these great senior stories. You do it every single week for us. Thank you so much.
Okay, and wrapping up our Election 2012 edition of the Arlington Weekly News, as promised, here's Rich Masabni and his guest from FinSpark. Rich.
Take it away, Rich.
Well, this must be the beginning of the holiday season. At least it is for us. We've had the Finnish Christmas Bazaar people here every year for several years. And there's a big bazaar downtown in Bethesda on November 17 from 11 a.m. to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we have samples here of some of the things, stuff you can eat and stuff like this. Can I take this home? Who makes this?
This wonderful lady, Karin Rahkonen.
Well,
She's very
if I could
talented at
pronounce
all
her
these-
name, I would say it. But look at these things
Hello.
here. Look at this. Greetings, greetings. Isn't this nice?
Yeah, great eyes.
Yes.
There's a little pupu,
Yeah.
Jussi.
And all these things will be available at the bazaar?
Yes,
For
and
sale?
more, and more.
Okay. Now, we have with us Maya Wilson here and Marianne Parsinen. I think they're Finnish people, is that right?
Yes, we are,
That's
yes.
good. It'd be
Yes.
something if they were from,
Yeah.
Chicago or something.
Do you want me to put that in the basket?
Oh, yeah, why not? You're scared I'm going to walk off with it?
Yes.
But
Please get that basket.
this is a very wonderful thing, actually, to get a feeling without having to go to Finland for, the Finnish culture and food and things like that. And you're dressed in the traditional clothes?
Yes, I come from Lapland.
Yes.
So this is a typical Sami outfit.
okay.
I'm not Sami person, but
Okay.
I was born there and I have right to wear it.
Of course, of course. And what is yours?
Well, this one is from Karelia. I'm from Western Finland, and this is my mother's. This outfit is actually older than I am, so it's very old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was this your mother's outfit?
Yes.
Oh, gee, that's
Yes.
wonderful. It looks like new.
Well, almost.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to give up on the screen there, Jay, if we could just, right off the bat, I want to give a phone number in case you want to have further information after we finish with this segment here. 757-870-3973. And there's some information on the screen there, actually also probably, if I could read it, probably talking about where this function is in Bethesda at the River Road Unitarian Church. at 6301 River Road in Bethesda. And gee, the ambassador's going to be there. Say her name for me, will you?
Ritva Kouku-Ronde, and Dr. Ronde is her husband.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. And before we even get to, you can pan this if you want, Cam, but I just want to say, and we have to get into this, there's a grand raffle prize, a $1,000 travel voucher to Finland, and then there's a weekend for two at Helsinki's hotel there.
Wonderful hotel, Helka.
Yeah.
And also a cruise to Stockholm, donated by Viking Line.
Yeah.
And then our friend has given a condo in Ocean City for the raffle prize.
Ocean City over here.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Right at the ocean.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
So anyway, keep that phone number in mind, 757-870-3973. There'll be somebody always ready to take the phone call in case you got any question or anything like that. Now, wow. Tell me, Maya, what do we have here? I see some gingerbread cookies.
Yes, and these are Christmas stars. It has plum sauce in there, and this is, we call it coffee bread. Actually, it's cardamom bread, but we usually have it with coffee, afternoon coffee, so that's why we call it coffee bread.
Sure.
And there will be cakes. This is a tiger cake. It's very popular in Finland, as popular as here too. And then here we have classic salmon sort of sandwiches on a rye bread, and these are Karelian pastries. It's also rye flour, and there is rice porridge in the middle, and then you have egg butter that you put it on it to make it taste a little fancier.
Now that's some of the stuff that, and there'll be more.
Yes.
Oh,
at
yes,
the bazaar.
yes.
A lot of other
All
things,
kind of
sandwiches. Sandwiches, a bunch of
and
stuff.
glögg and
Yeah, yeah.
Coffee.
The clerk is that drink, right?
yes,
Yes.
yes.
That's good. You can get a little drunk on that?
It's mulled wine.
You have
No,
to drink a
you can't
lot.
get drunk, but you know, you feel good and
Yes.
warm and
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Now, that's just part of the food. Just giving you a hint of what you can expect there. And then, look at these pretty things.
Yeah,
Tell me about this beautiful
This
dish,
is
Maya.
a taika service set. This is actually a platter, but like I use it at home as a plate.
Yeah.
And there's a smaller plate available. And this goes from a refrigerator to micro and oven. It's oven proof. And these are really nice, great coffee mugs if you like coffee.
Yeah.
And this bowl is also, it goes into the oven and stuff. It's just gorgeous.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Without
so-
cracking or anything.
Yes, yes,
Obviously,
it's really oven
obviously.
proof, yeah.
And here, let me just get this over here so
Oh.
you away.
All
Now, this
right.
here, tell us about this. You can tell us, Marianne.
that's Ultima Thule. It has been for many years, but it's everybody's favorite, you know. And that large dish, you can use
Yeah.
it as a salad dish or dessert bowl or even as a decoration on the dining room table.
beautiful.
And then those little dessert cups go with this, and we have all those for sale in Bazaar.
Yeah, yeah. You see these cups here, right?
Yeah.
Right here, these little things here.
Yeah, it's a small
Beautiful,
dessert. You
beautiful,
can put
beautiful.
nuts in there or whatever
Now,
you like.
wait, what
so-
is this here?
It
Some
is
Santa
a
Claus thing?
pine cone Santa, yes, handmade by our members.
Yeah, look at that. Anybody get a picture of this? Beautiful. Get a picture of this one. Now, I also love these. These are tulips.
Actually, this is just for show because this is the Aalto vase. Alvar Aalto is was a famous Finnish architect, and we have these vases available at the bazaar. But why do I have this, or we have these tulips here? That it goes very well with the tulips. So,
Okay.
did you want to touch it? Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Gee whiz, this is a nice. Last all year this way, huh?
Yeah, many years.
And these oriole birds.
And
Oiva
then,
toikka.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
yeah, it's Oriole is the Maryland bird, and Cardinal, that is the Virginia bird.
And we have other birds also there for sale. And this
Now, this
noodle
thing
tree.
here is noodles, you know, the pasta noodles, shells, eggshells, seashells, whatever you call it. And then, I mean, if somebody wanted to buy this particular one, you got more than one out there?
We have
Yes,
more than one.
Okay,
yes.
good,
And
good.
Tula Barlow and Karin de Harp are masters in making noodle trees.
Oh, boy. And what is these things right here?
Oh,
This-
they are just candles we are selling.
Oh.
They go with festival candle holders that we don't have it here.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have them, and the candles were not available for many years, and now they are available again. So we advertise we have them, so people who have festival candlesticks can get candles now for them.
Hey, Jay, can we put that information up again on the screen? I want to give the phone number, 757-870-3973, and some probably Finnish lady will probably answer the phone, right?
Yes, yes, Adele will. Adele Hagen.
Okay, she's
Yeah.
single or married?
No, she's
Married.
happily married.
Oh, okay. I just thought I'd ask, you know.
Like we all Finnish ladies, we
Right.
are happily married.
Right, okay. Now remember, the big deal is this Finnish Christmas Bazaar. What a wonderful way to kick off the Thanksgiving, Christmas, the whole
And
darn
it's the
thing.
best bazaar in town, if you can
I think
say
it
so.
is.
Yes,
I think it is. I go to a lot of those kind of things. That's Saturday, November 17, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., and it's at River Road Unitarian Church, which is at 6301 River Road, Bethesda, Maryland, 208. I think it's on the screen, 20817. And if you don't know how to get there, call up this number, 757-870-3973. But everybody knows how to do the MapQuest anyway. You know, 20817 is a zip code in Bethesda. And we have with us Maya Wilson and Marianne Parsanen.
And you also can buy this wonderful cookbook. And Maju has many nice recipes there, and I have a couple of them, but this is a great book to buy there.
Yeah, yeah. And as I remember, I've been there a couple of times, the prices are reasonable.
Yes,
Absolutely.
You know what
they
I
are
mean?
very reasonable.
They want to
yes.
sort of get you used to their culture, their food and all that.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'll say goodbye. Thank you, ladies, so
Thank
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
And we'll see
Until
you
next
soon.
year.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
get to kiss him if I'm doing the show, you know? Thank you. Till next time.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thanks, Rich, and the ladies from FinSpark for their bringing those goodies.
It's great food.
All that beautiful stuff.
Really
and
good
the
food.
handcrafts and the Christmas tree made of different shapes of pasta.
nice.
And the
lots of good
salmon.
food to
It's
eat,
up on
and,
River Road in Bethesda.
And that's coming up there on the 17th
Saturday.
November for
Yeah.
them. It's a fundraiser as well.
nice,
They do
very
good
nice.
stuff. All right, thanks, Rich. And thank you for watching this
you.
edition of the Arlington Weekly News. That's about a wrap from us from here for now. We'll be here next week. You'll be there. Stay tuned.
Bye.
Have a safe week. Bye-bye.